Sometimes you think you've got things covered. You walk into the store, you select the items you need, and head to the cashier. But your debit card gets declined. And you don't have enough cash in your pocket. You're short. Well, before we talk about coming up short, let me welcome you to Mornings with Bishop Robert. I'm glad that we can spend a short time together this morning. My goal is to introduce people to the Jesus they never knew and help them get to know him and his word personally and better. So if our time together today speaks to your heart, then let me invite you to like, subscribe, and share with a friend. Hey, it's happened to all of us. So what can you do when you're short and you can't cover the bill? Well, most of the time you end up just having to put things back. I mean, it can be embarrassing to all of a sudden realize you can't pay your own way that day. Now, sometimes the person behind you in line will offer to cover the difference. I've even seen someone quickly swipe their card as an act of kindness to an elderly person in that predicament. Come to think of it, I know one person who had taken that idea a step farther. He bought a $20 gift card and told the cashier at his local grocer to keep it on hand, use it if customers came up short. He checks in on the card's balance, and when the funds run out, he buys a new one. Well, shortly after I got married, I drove into Boston with a friend to attend a couple meetings. Afterwards, he was continuing on farther south, and I was planning on taking the commuter rail back home. Now, this was before the days when it was common to carry credit cards, and debit cards were non-existent. When I got to Boston's North Station, I pulled my wallet out to purchase the ticket, and instead of money, I found a note from my wife. It said, "Honey, I owe you $19.72. I was dumbfounded. I didn't have a dime to call home, and it wouldn't have helped if I did. I wandered out to the station, trying to think of a solution to my predicament. I mean, I didn't know what to do. And as it happened, while I was standing on the platform and just kind of staring at the paper in my hand, the conductor of the train noticed the look of confusion on my face and asked me what was wrong. I simply handed him the note. "How long have you been married?" he asked. Just a few months," I replied. A knowing smile crossed his face as he told me, "Get your backside on the train, son." Well, today's verse says, "All have sinned and fall short of the glory of God." Like coming up short at the checkout line or the ticket booth, one day every one of us will stand before the judge of the universe. All of us will have sinned. No one, not you, nor me, will stand there and be able to claim that we lived our life perfectly and have never violated either God's law, if we knew about it, or our own conscience, if we knew nothing of his law. In other words, we're all going to come up short. Now, you may think you've lived a pretty good life, done some wonderful things, been a pretty good person. But when you go to swipe your card, the balance will be insufficient. You're going to be short. Everybody is going to be short. Now, Jesus paid the price that you owe, and he's got his people out everywhere telling folks that he's paid their price. The only thing is, you have to make that decision here in this life. Yeah, he's offering to cover the full price you owe, and all you have to do is accept his offer here and now. And you know what? You should. It's the best offer you'll ever have. It's the only offer that will make a difference when you're standing before God. Because all have sinned and fall short of the glory of God, including me and including you. So why not make a decision before your train leaves the station? There are only two destinations this train's got: You've got the ticket to hell bought and paid for, and only you can change that. Jesus is offering the ticket to heaven, forgiveness, and real life. All aboard!